Hey guys, good evening everyone. Today I, Ankita, will be going to discuss strategy for CGL mains English exam. So in this I will tell you how did I score 199.6. Yeah, 1 second. How did I score 199.6 in CGL mains English exam in first attempt? So here is the strategy discussion part which you wanted from me. So I today present you this. So all of you get connected with us. छोटू शर्मा प्रणाम, खुश रहिए. तो चलिए अब स्टार्ट करते हैं आज का सेशन. So in this slide you can know about me, about my journey till here. First I did my BTech in Electronics and Communication Engineering. Okay. So then I got placement in MNC Capgemini as software engineer, but I didn't join it because I always wanted to prepare for government job exam. Then I cleared SSC CHSL, which got stuck in a court case and I had to wait for 3 years to get my joining. So in the meantime I got my job in SBI also as junior associate in 2020. There I worked for around 1 year or more than 1 year. It was 1 year 1 month. So it was a good experience. It was near to my home. But then I got placed in, then I got the job in SSC CGL 2018, in which I scored 199.6 in English mains exam. So after that I joined my recent job. Now I am again preparing for 2022, and you can also be a part of a journey, and then you can also prepare with us, with me and Dheeraj, who is teaching maths, and I am here teaching you English. So now let's start the main video for which we all are here. Okay. So first we have SSC CGL English syllabus for Tier 1. Okay. So in Tier 1 you are having fill in the blanks. Okay. So it is divided into two parts. First one is vocab and second one is grammar. First we will talk about vocab part. And first thing we have here is fill in the blanks. For fill in the blanks you are having 1 to 2 questions, and it will be like vocab part also and grammar part also, because preposition filling part can also be there, and some words like directly vocabulary, like any word which you have to appropriately fill in that blank will be there. So it is mainly based on the vocab section, so it is a part of vocab part only. Then you have idioms and phrases. Okay, in this also you get 1 to 2 questions, and there will be 4 options as you all know. So around 2 to 3 options, maximum 3 options, and at least 2 options will be there which you can eliminate just by looking at it. Okay, so if it is saying rough and tough, if the idiom or phrase is rough and tough, then you can get an idea it is talking about something strong. And if you find weak or feeble, like these options, you can easily eliminate and go for the strong one, which is very having so much of physical strength. So in this way you can easily eliminate the other options and find the correct answer. So it is also easy. Fill in the blanks and the idiom and phrases both are very easy. You can easily do it. Then coming to next one, we have improvement of sentences. So this is also based on both, like vocab also and grammar also. Improvement of sentences is like it can give you any word like personal or personal. So personal. Okay, just look at 2 different words here. Or personal. Okay, so personal is something private and personal is related to officer or staff. Okay, so if army, okay, so you can get in like one sentence, army. Now then you have blank. So you will be having two options. Other two will be very easy, so you can easily eliminate, but you will be having confusion between these two only because these two sound same. Okay, so personal is something private, then personal is related to officer and staff. And if we are talking about army, you can easily determine the correct option, which will be only personal, and personal will be incorrect. So like this you can have the improvement of sentences questions, okay, which will appear in exam. Other will be like grammar based. So if she hasn't, then blank, well. Okay, so now you will be having like four options: perform, then performed, performing, or last one is performance. Okay, my handwriting is not good, so just bear with me because I'm new to this pen thing, so I'm not used to it, but eventually I will get used to it. So for that time, just bear with me. So here you can see four forms of verb. So first is perform, second is performed, and third one is performing, and last one is performance. So she hasn't performed. So who knows all the rules of the grammar will easily, by just looking at one glance, will know the correct answer: performed well. So it can be grammar based also. So it is not purely vocab section, but mainly it is vocabulary, so we have put it in vocabulary part. Okay, then we have one word substitution. So if you have done just one mock test or previous year paper, you will be getting an idea what is one word substitution. So it will be like semi sentence or complete sentence about a thing. So then you have to determine just one word for the whole sentence. Like for example, one, I think it's improving my handwriting, who is present everywhere. So it is not just a word, it can be said about God, because भगवान तो हर जगह होता है ना, यही तो हमें बताया जाता है कि भगवान कण कण में है. So but we are having one other word in English, one who is present everywhere, omnipresent. Okay, so omnipresent is someone who is present everywhere. So this would be the question, and then there will be four options. So correct option would be omnipresent. So like this, one word substitution will be there for you. Then you are having spelling or detecting misspelled words, like, yeah, you can say receive. Okay, first option, second option, then third option, fourth option. Okay, so if you have an idea about this receive word, or you have studied about it in anywhere, previous year, okay, or any book, or just your day-to-day business, okay, then you will know that it is RECEIVE. So first option is correct here. So in this way you will be getting spelling, misspelled words, okay. So you have to find either the correct one or the incorrect one. So for the incorrect one, you will be getting 4 options again, like protein, receive, eradicate, example. So here 3 words are correct, but you have to find the misspelled word, okay. So misspelled one is just one, so here things get little bit difficult, not that difficult. If you have practiced well, then you will not find it difficult anywhere. So you will just, by looking at once, you will know the correct option, which is the second one, as I have told you earlier also in the previous example. So in this way it can be asked in your exam. So this video is to just tell you how questions are asked and what will be the strategy to get ready for all these questions and for this whole syllabus. Now last one for vocab section is synonyms and antonyms. So it is, synonyms are words having same meaning. Antonyms are words having different meaning. Like strong. For strong, you can have robust, firm. So like these 4 examples will be there, and only 3 will be having same meaning and the other will be having different meaning or indifferent, okay. It will not be related to that word. So you just have to identify the different one, which is not synonym. And same with antonym, it is like weak. For weak, they will give you 4 options and one will be feeble. Or now for synonym, it will be feeble. But if it is asking for antonym, then one of the option will be from first 3 options, other will be same as weak. So in this way questions are asked in SSC CGL exams, and then they are not that difficult, but I don't know why students find them so difficult. I think they are just lacking in their practice, and that strategy they have to first identify for themselves. So you just keep in touch with us and you will eventually get all the knowledge you just want to get to achieve this much score in your exam. So next, so here we are having all the questions uniformly asked, okay. Fill in the blanks also, idioms and phrases, improvement of sentences, one word substitution, spelling, then synonym and antonym, all are uniformly asked. So all are important, you can't ignore any one of them, because each mark is very important for your rank and for your final selection. So next, moving on to next part of tier 1, we have grammar part. So in grammar part, you have again fill in the blanks. So as I told you earlier, fill in the blanks are both vocab part also and grammar part also. So in grammar part it is mainly based on preposition, okay. So it will be like under, beyond, at, on, because these are like similar words, but for the person who has practiced well, it will not be difficult to identify the wrong one. So next we have spot the error. So for example, we can take one sentence. How did you went there? So in spot the error, you have to get acquainted with all the grammar rules, because it will be the phrasal verb or noun part or simply the subject verb agreement thing. Okay. So first you have to get acquainted with all the grammar rules which SSC asks regularly in all the exams. So just practice it and find any appropriate book for yourself, because all the books are having same things which are being asked in previous year exams. So no book is special for you. It is just a mind game which people play with you. So how did you went there? So they will ask like dividing it in 4 different options. So one option, second option, third option and 4 option, and in any one of the option you will find the wrong one. So it can be arranged in a proper fashion also, like cutting it in equal parts and arranging in the same order, or it can be reordered also, jumbled also. So you have to carefully see all the options without answering it. First read the option, and same with the question. Read both question and option carefully, then only answer. Because if you are having correct idea but you did not see the correct option which you thought would be the option, then you will be attempting it wrong, because you have just preconceived the idea that it will be in orderly fashion. But SSC plays with you sometimes. So what will be the error? Can anyone tell me? Yeah, Aryan Kumar, absolutely correct. It is went, because for did we use first form. Okay, so what will be used here? Yes, very good Ankush. It will be go. So like this, options will be given and it will be pretty much simple if you have practiced well, learnt all the rules, crammed it again and again, revised it. So it will not be a very difficult task for you. Then you have improvement of sentences. Improvement of sentences is again like spot the error, but just you have to like taking the same example. How did you went there? Okay, so they will be asking 4 different options. All the things will be same, so just one word will be changed or whole different sentence you can see, but it will mainly be just one thing which will change. Go, going, left, leave. So then again, if you have practiced well, you will easily detect the correct option, which is go. So it is quite same like the spot the error. Okay, so nothing to worry about here. Then we have comprehension. So comprehension, we have 2 parts. First one is passage and second one is cloze test. Okay, but nowadays SSC is asking only cloze test. Okay, they are not asking any passage, but SSC can change their mind anytime, so you can't rely on their mind also. Okay, so you have to practice each and everything, so you should be ready for anything. Like in descriptive part also, they were earlier asking only letter, but now they are asking précis also. So you just can't rely on any previous year trend, so you have to get ready with all the things you require for to achieve this exam. So if you want to clear it in first attempt, then just go with all the preparation, because the more you sweat before the battle, the more chances are there for your victory. Okay, तो जितना आप पसीना बहाओगे बैटल से पहले या जंग से पहले, उतना ही आप इजीली उस जंग को जीत सकते हो. तो ये बात कभी मत भूलेगा कि बिना प्रिपरेशन के नहीं जाना है या फिर आधी अधूरी प्रिपरेशन के साथ नहीं जाना है. So it is also, comprehension is also based on both like it will be vocab also and grammar also. So here also you will be having both mixed part, grammar and vocab, because in passage they ask synonym and antonym, and close test they can easily ask you one word for which they will give another three words which will be the wrong ones, and only one option will be correct. So these are also based on mixed. Okay. Then we have jumbled sentences or parajumbles. So what are parajumbles or PQRS? So four different sentences or only one sentence, okay, or four different ones can be asked. So if four different they are asking, it will be quite difficult for newcomers, not for the well-versed ones, because in banking exams it is four different only, and they are giving just like a complete passage broken down into four parts, then they will ask you. But in SSC CGL it is quite easy. Either it is only one sentence broken into four different options or totally four different sentences, but you will find some connectivity between the sentences. Either you have to comprehend it, so it can also be a part of comprehension, because it will be like a story. Ram went there, then that happened with him. Okay, so Ram went there, he started playing. So how can he started playing can come before Ram went there. Okay, so you just have to think and get the correct answer. And if it is only one sentence broken down into four different sentences, then it is quite easy. You can easily do it. Next we have narration or voice. So narration is direct, indirect. Okay. For voice it is active, passive. So you have to practice well to attempt these, because it is quite confusing some of the times. So if you have not practiced before the exam, then you will find it difficult to attempt these questions from these narration part. Okay, so you have to practice, and practice is for all part. Okay, you can't be ready before practicing, so you have to practice a lot. So grammar part is basically based on close test performance only, because you can easily cram all the rules, you can easily cram all the vocabulary, but combination of these two makes it quite difficult to attempt. Close test is a mixed bag in which grammar part and vocab is completely mixed with each other, so it is sometimes very complex to attempt. So you have to focus on this part because it is very important. There are 5 questions, and 5 questions 10 marks. So 10 marks you will easily get here if you have practiced well. Now next we have, so it was all about the pre-section. People sometimes score very easily in pre, they easily score 50 out of 50 because there are only 25 questions. Okay, so you can easily attempt all the questions, and level is also quite low. But when we move to mains part, there are 200 questions or 200 marks. So here probability of getting wrong answer increases. Okay, and as well as difficulty also increases. Like in jumbled sentences, you will be getting 4 different sentences to arrange, and in comprehension they will ask unseen passages also. So level up is there in tier 2, so you have to prepare very hard for tier 2 English exam. So now we will discuss that only. So first we will look at the syllabus and discuss each part. Direct to indirect, it is 25 to 27 questions. Reading comprehension, 25 to 30. So it is also unseen passage. Reading comprehension and passage mean same. Okay. Then you have active and passive voice, 20 question. Error spotting, 20 question. Cloze test, 25 question. Fillers or fill in the blanks, 5 to 11 question. For para-jumble, 20. Then one word substitution, 12 to 14. Idiom, 10 to 12. Synonyms and antonyms, 6 to 8. And spelling, 3 to 5. So, the main part here is direct to indirect and reading comprehension. And active and passive, error spotting, cloze test. And one more, para-jumble. These are the most important ones because they are holding the maximum marks for you. So you have to prepare very well for these parts or these topics because you will get the maximum questions here only. Then after that, in vocab section, purely vocab section, which is not having any grammar part, one word substitution, you can easily get marks here because most of the times they are asking from the previous year only. Same for idioms, synonyms and antonyms, and spelling also. So these are the easily achievable. Okay, so just cram all the previous year questions and you are good to go for these part, vocab part. But for direct indirect, you have to work a little harder. Reading comprehension, it can be a googly. In cricket, one googly bowling is there, so it can bold you. So you have to carefully read the passage. So there are two approaches for unseen passage. Okay. First you go question by question. First you read the question, then go to passage and try to find the answer. Second one is first read the complete passage and then try to find the answer by attempting one by one each question. So it can be both sometimes because passages can be very lengthy some of the times. So first you go to read whole passage in one time only. Then properly read each question. Then try to comprehend what they are asking. Then again go to the passage because it is very lengthy and you can't retain. And also you can't just go by question because how many times can you scroll up and down? So you must be having some idea before attempting the question in lengthy passages. So for lengthy passages, okay, read passage first. For first time you have to read the passage only. It may be reading once again after reading the question because you would not be able to get the answer or you would not be able to get the meaning of the question. But first for the lengthy passage, rule is that you have to read the passage first, then try attempting and reading the question to answer it. Okay. For smaller ones which are not that lengthy, you can easily go to questions and then finding the answers. And sometimes you have to comprehend it. What is comprehending? पहले पढ़ना फिर समझना. Okay. So it may be indirect way of asking question, like it will not be a direct answer in passage. You will not find those words in the passage, but you have to understand the question, then passage, then try connecting and then answering it. So it becomes a very complex situation for the candidate. So you have to show some presence of mind here. You can't go just blindly. Okay, so be very careful for reading comprehension part because it can be very complex. So for this, important ones were direct to indirect, reading comprehension, active passive, error spotting, cloze test, then para-jumble. And again cloze test. Cloze test are holding 25 marks here. because it is tier 2, so 25 questions, 25 marks. So you have to carefully plan for closed test, prepare and practice, because they're holding maximum marks in pre as well as mains exam, and they're mix of vocab and grammar. So prepare well. Now moving to next slide. These are some of the final tips. So first one is PYQs. As I told you earlier, PYQs are previous year questions. You have to practice again and again, because these are the gist, और these are the, हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं जिसको, सार, जो आपको बताएंगे आपको क्या पढ़ना है, कितना पढ़ना है और कैसे पढ़ना है. ठीक है, तो इसको जितना आप प्रैक्टिस करेंगे आप उतना ही फल पाएंगे. सो most fruitful thing in English or any of the competitive exam is the practice of PYQs, previous year question papers. So you can buy any book for previous year questions. It will be same in every book, only solutions will vary. Some will be having some errors, other will be error free, but no, not totally error free. So PYQs are the main and foremost thing for any exam, so it is for English also. Alright, now we have next one, newspaper reading. Take only one newspaper. For me it is anytime The Hindu. It can prepare for GS also. It can prepare you for GS as well as English. No mirch masala or any gossip you will find there. So it will be just GS and English. So it is very productive newspaper if you read it regularly. Next we have book reading. In book reading you can take any novel or any research book also in which you are having any kind of interest. And even if you are not understanding these books written in English, just try to read it once, because if you develop a habit of reading newspaper or book, first you will find it difficult, but after some days it will be very easy for you, and new words will be getting added in your vocabulary part. So it is very important, these two things if you are doing regularly, it will help you in day-to-day life also. You will be learning all the new things and new words. Then next one is revision of grammar rules or vocabulary. So make short notes. Alright, whatever you are reading, and if you are attempting wrong and wrong again and again, so just make short notes. Okay, so revise these notes again and again, because eventually you will just be getting the page number also in your mind. If you remember, like, on which page I have written this thing. So in exam, if any question appears and you have written it in your notes, you will just see the image of that page in your mind on which grammar rule or vocab was written. So it is very important to make short notes and revise time and again. Then you have mock practice from 2 to 3 different sources. You can take any of the app or website which you find reliable. Okay, because they are adding some new questions also, and SSC is repeating more than 90%, but some of the questions are not repeated, and if you are not following any newspaper or book, you will find it difficult to attempt those questions, especially in vocab part. So you have to take like 2 to 3 mocks. Okay, so from different sources. So just before, like 1 month before the exam, tier 2 exam, start practicing mock, and previous year you have to practice from the start only. then final thing you are left with is believing in your hard work. Because if you are working hard and not getting that confidence in your mind, it will be of no use. First, you have to believe in yourself, then only you will be able to achieve anything. So, just keep doing hard work and keep believing in it also. Otherwise, it will be of no use. And do not get intimidated. What is intimidation? दबना नहीं है. इंग्लिश इज़ जस्ट अ लैंग्वेज. कोई राक्षस नहीं है, कोई डीमन नहीं है जो आपको आके दबा देगा, खा जाएगा. अगर आप निरंतर प्रयास करेंगे, आपको कोई समस्या नहीं आएगी कि चाहे कितना ही मुश्किल पेपर आ जाए. और एक बात बताइए, अगर मुश्किल पेपर आता भी है तो सभी के लिए आता है ना, अकेले आपके लिए तो आएगा नहीं. तो फिर उससे दबना या डरना क्यों है? जितना आपने जो हार्ड वर्क किया है अभी तक, जितने PYQs करे, न्यूज़पेपर रीडिंग करी, बुक रीडिंग करी, रिवीजन किया, मॉक लगाए, उन सब पे आपको ट्रस्ट करना है और अपना बेस्ट देकर आना है और बाकी सब छोड़ देना है. क्योंकि हर चीज़ आपके हाथ में नहीं होती. आपने जो किया है आप उस पर विश्वास रखिए और वैसे परफॉर्म करके आइए. सो लास्ट थिंग, so for me it was like just 1 month preparation. Okay, so first I did all the grammar rules, vocab section, followed just 1 or 2 books, because it was like limited, because limited sources are always better than the books which are never read. ओके, जो किताबें आप कभी पढ़ोगे नहीं और आप उन्हें सिर्फ अपने लाइब्रेरी की शोभा के लिए लेके आ जाएं, उनका क्या फ़ायदा? सो लिमिटेड सोर्सेज लेके चलिए. 1 या 2 बुक जो आपको पसंद आए आप वो मार्केट से उठाइए और उन्हें पढ़िए और उसी में आप अपना बेस्ट कीजिए. क्योंकि आप इतनी सारी बुक्स लेके आ जाएंगे, आप कभी उसे खोल कर भी नहीं देखेंगे, तो यहाँ पर आपके सारे रिसोर्सेज वेस्ट हो रहे हैं. सो आपको सिर्फ इंग्लिश के लिए और मैथ्स के लिए मेनली पढ़ना होता है, SSC CGL के लिए. तो अगर आप दिन में 8 आवर्स की स्टडी भी करते हैं कंसिस्टेंटली, ठीक है, ऐसे नहीं कि आज आपने 8 घंटे पढ़ लिया, कल आप 1 घंटा भी नहीं पढ़ पा रहे सॉरी, तो इसका कोई फ़ायदा नहीं होगा. क्योंकि आगे चल के प्रॉब्लम आपको ही आने वाली है. क्योंकि आज का पढ़ा हुआ आप कल रिवाइज नहीं करेंगे तो आपको प्रॉब्लम आएगी. कल आप उसको कंटिन्यू नहीं करेंगे तो आपका फ्लो भी ब्रेक हो जाएगा. तो बात यह है, आपको भले ही आप 6 घंटे भी पढ़ते हैं पर आप रेगुलरली पढ़ते हैं, इट विल बी वेरी फ्रूटफुल फॉर यू. सो दीज आर द थिंग्स. ओके, सो जस्ट keep these points in your mind, okay, and set a routine for yourself, because routine is very important. कोई भी अपना रूटीन 100% फॉलो नहीं कर सकता है, ठीक है, पर एटलीस्ट 70% भी अपना रूटीन फॉलो करते हैं अकॉर्डिंगली. जैसे आपने टाइम टेबल प्लान किया है अपना मैथ्स का, इंग्लिश का, आप उसको फॉलो करके चलेंगे 70% भी, मैं ज़्यादा नहीं बोल रही हूँ, तो भी आपको एक कॉन्फिडेंस महसूस होगा कि हाँ, हम रोज़ उतना एफर्ट्स डाल रहे हैं तो आगे चल के हमारी वो मेहनत काम आने वाली है. बट इफ़ यू आर नॉट फॉलोइंग योर रूटीन अप टू like 30 to 40% also and you just made a timetable daily, then it will be of no use. So just make a routine and keep in touch. And one more thing is there, just leave some time for yourself, like yoga or any sports you can take, or you can watch one movie also if you are a binger. Okay, so you can binge on any movie or series also. So जिन्हें binge नहीं पता है, binge का मतलब सिर्फ इतना ही होता है, कोई सीरीज मूवी देखने वाले जो होते हैं उनको बिंजर बोलते हैं. तो यही सब चीज़ें आपको दिमाग में रखनी है. और मॉक्स के लिए एक मेन पॉइंट जो है दैट इज एनालिसिस. ओके, सो write all the sections like it was provided in our table. All the parts should be divided, all the topics will be divided. Then find how many topics you are attempting correctly and how many topics in which you are finding it difficult to correct. So in this way you will get a gist of your performance. You will know where you stand right now and where you have to go, in which direction you have to go. So for that thing, analysis is the main part. Okay, so you have to do analysis after every mock. So first give mock, okay, then follow up with analysis, then you will get to know your performance, and which will keep on increasing if you are doing this thing regularly. All right, so कितना vocab रोज़ पढ़ना है इसका ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, सच इसका कोई नहीं होता है कि कितना क्या पढ़ना है. अगर इफ़ यू आर फॉलोइंग दीज थिंग्स, PYQs, न्यूज़पेपर रीडिंग, बुक रीडिंग, you will be easily attempting more than 90% in vocabulary section, and even 99 to 100 also, because they are asking only PYQs and some of the new words also there, but they are from newspaper or any book only. It is nothing new created in this world, so all are the old ones only. You just have to follow these three only. So for me it was just limited sources. Okay, and if you want to know my sources or the things I have followed in my preparation, you can tell me in the comment section. I will make a video for that also. So finally, the last thing we come to is keep following our channel, because if you want to grow as a community or a creed of candidates or class of candidates which can achieve that kind of score, so you have to keep in touch with us. You can also keep in touch with our Telegram channel also. Just a second. We will show you the link. There you can follow it and your all queries will be answered there. So here is the Telegram icon, so just click on it and join the channel. So all your queries and doubts will be answered in that. There you can have a discussion also, because on videos we can't do much, but on Telegram we can discuss while chatting also. So there you will be given PDF, all the material which is important for this exam. So for these things you have to follow our Telegram channel also. Just join us there. Everything will be available there. So now this live session will end here. Okay, so take care of yourself and your families. Okay, ध्यान रखिए क्योंकि मौसम ख़राब है बाहर, कभी बारिश आ जाती है कभी धूप आ जाती है. चलिए फिर